My most memorable Tegan and Sara story is flying to New York City from here in Atlanta in February 2010 for a show at Music Hall in Williamsburg. That morning there was a snowstorm going on in Atlanta, but my flight was the only flight from Atlanta to New York City that was allowed to go through. I remember the pilot saying that, and I just remember thinking, I'm very lucky, and the concert gods must have deemed my flight worthy of making it to New York because of Tegan and Sara. And so when I got there, being a suburban Atlantan who drives everywhere, it was really putting me out of my element, trying to use mass transit even in the most simplest ways. So it took me a bit to get from the airport to Brooklyn, but eventually I got there around late morning, and of course there was already a group of people there, and it was very, very cold. It was middle of February in Brooklyn, and I cannot overstate how cold it was and how much of a popsicle I felt like towards the end of that waiting in line. But after about 8 hours or so, we got in, and it was just so worth the wait. It was just Tegan and Sara, no openers. They came out. It was an intimate setting. We were all seated, and it was just a great experience. Of the 40 some odd shows I've been to, that's the most memorable and the one I think about the most, because there was even a period where they were taking requests, and it was just a really informal setting, and it was great, and it was so worth the travel, and it kind of reinforced, my belief that it's okay to be crazy sometimes, and when it comes to concerts, and fly out to New York and then go to five more shows after that down the East Coast. So it was just a great experience, um, and a great show. It's my probably my favorite concert I've ever been to. I've been to many, many concerts, and that's the one I think about the most. And it was a great experience, and I'll never forget it.